Esta pelea es la más importante de mi carrera en este momento, así que pienso estar a la altura, dar un gran show, un gran espectáculo y quedar campeón esa noche.
And the first time I saw him in here sparring, I'm like, yeah, he gonna be a nasty world champion. You know, when the time doesn't come.
Wow. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting Bozy Ennis and Jerome Ennis going up against Robert Garcia and Virgil Ortiz anytime soon. But one thing I do know is January 24th is just around the corner, and we're still getting the matchup between Bozy Ennis, who is in the corner of Andy Cruz. Coming up on this Saturday night event, Andy Cruz, Cuban sensation, Olympic gold medalist, two-time Pan American gold medalist, three-time world champion gold medalist. Standing at 5'9", at least that's what they say, with a record of 6-0. 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Going up against Robert Garcia, still, but this time against Raymond Muratalla, the IBF reigning, defending 135-pound lightweight champion of the world. And we made our prediction video a couple days ago, but I continue to keep peeking, going back, and looking at the odds to see if anything has changed. And I still see Andy Cruz 2 weeks later at -220 favorite, the same that he was 2 weeks ago. The line hasn't changed. And I just don't see, after watching fight after fight after fight, after studying tape after tape after tape, I don't see how Raymond Muratalla is going to be able to beat Andy Cruz unless he comes in here and tries to gain respect of Andy Cruz in the first 4 rounds of this fight. Look it, it's as simple as this. Andy Cruz is the more skilled, more diverse fighter than Raymond Muratalla. But Raymond Muratalla definitely has the advantage when it comes to one-punch punching power. Now, going in the ring, it does say that Andy Cruz has a 1-inch advantage, height advantage, standing at 5'9", compared to Raymond Muratalla, standing at 5'8". But I know for a fact, watching both fighters fight in the ring, knowing these dudes, when they step into the ring together, Raymond Muratalla is going to be the bigger body fighter trying to come forward. Now, I don't think Raymond Muratalla is as diverse, has as many tricks in his pockets as a fighter like Andy Cruz. But one thing he can do is initiate what Teofimo Lopez just talked about doing against Shakur Stevenson, what Marcos Maidana did against Floyd Mayweather, what he did against Adrian Broner, which is make this fight a dirty fight. I don't think you're going to be able to beat Andy Cruz in the jab game. I don't think you're going to be able to beat him when it comes to the foot game. I think he has better feet. I think he has a better IQ. I think he has a better jab. May not be as strong as your jab, but it's faster. His pull counter is a lot greater than yours. His pull jab, his slips, his angles, his head movement, his punch selection, his distance management, his ring IQ, everything is better than Raymond Muratalla, the California native. But Raymond Muratalla can make this a dirty fight. Try to gain the respect of Andy Cruz before Andy Cruz starts to unleash combinations and volume. I think at the end of the day, Andy Cruz is going to be one step ahead of him when it comes to every attribute of the fight. If it comes to the jab, if it comes to the round, when it comes to defense, when it comes to body shots. I think Andy Cruz has the movement that will give Raymond Muratalla problems. I don't think Tevin Farmer is even close to as good as Andy Cruz. I don't think Campos, I don't think Abudayev is anything close. Or Nakatilia to Andy Cruz. I think this is Raymond Muratalla, even though he is the IBF reigning defending 135-pound world champion, standing with a record of 23-0, 17 of those wins coming by way of knockout. I still think this is the toughest fight of his career and has never faced just this high of a level and this type of IQ when it comes to the sport of boxing. That being said, I don't think Andy Cruz is going to be able to knock out Raymond Muratalla. As Raymond Muratalla, he's a 29-year-old kid. He's shown to be strong. I don't think his defense is that good. I think in his last couple of fights, especially with Tevin Farmer, so many openings. And I don't even try to get in that Philly shell with somebody like Andy Cruz, because I guarantee you he's going to be coming over with a big right hand, standing in that orthodox position. Boom, when you're standing in your orthodox position. Look at you guys. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Raymond Muratalla is going to come to fight. I think he may get a few rounds with just, if he needs to put volume, that's a fact. And with his forward pressure, he can bank a couple rounds. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Andy Cruz is too high level. His IQ is too smart. And I think sitting at -220 and even money for the fight to go the distance, I think it's the perfect play. And me personally, I'm taking the money line. At -220 for Andy Cruz, will it ever even be this good? Have we ever got it this cheap? No. I never bet against him, and I never will. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Raymond Muratalla will shock the world and prove to everybody why he's just a little bit better than what we think. But I'm picking Andy Cruz to beat Raymond Muratalla on January 24th. Let me know in the comments. That's my official prediction. As we get closer and closer and closer, I'm trying to spit some game and lay it on you guys so you guys can go ahead and place your bets right now, just in case the money line begins to flip. I don't know why it's sitting at -220. You can make all the arguments in the world, right? Raymond Muratalla is going to win this fight. I just don't see it happening, my people. Let me know if you agree. This is the MMA Boxing Addicts channel, and I'm